Hey everyone, so today I'm going to be filming this look for you, and this is all going to be using the LMD palette. So I got this a while ago and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It costs £25 and it literally has in it all the shades you're going to ever need for doing your face and contour and blusher. So I've done this full face. I've used the blusher, the contour, the highlighter, everything for my eyes. And way by the fact that Northern Ireland produced this girl and she produced this here palette, and B Cosmetics, and fair play to her because it just shows you that you can literally work your way up from nothing and get yourself to where you are today, and I just think it's really fair play to her, to be honest.
You make me feel like home.
Firstly, I'm just going in with this. This is the Bperfect Hue facial spray with aloe and cucumber and green tea, and it's just like a really nice kind of hydrating mist. So I use this kind of as my primer just before I put my makeup on. The Vichy concealer, so it is. I've used this for years. I always talk about it in all my videos, but I'm just using it to basically go over my eyes and kind of, you know, get rid of the veininess of them, I suppose, and just to set a base before I go in with the eyeshadows. So now I'm just going in with the Airspun powder, and I'm just going to use that to kind of go over the concealer of my eyes and just to kind of like set that. So the first colour I'm just going to go in is use a mixture of this one here and that one there, and I'm just going to use that on like my tapered brush that I use to set my eyes. So I'm just going to basically put that all around my crease quite massively. It doesn't really matter too much at the minute. And I'm just going to take the exact same underneath my eye as well. What I actually really do love about this palette as well is it's so pigmented, so you literally just tap your brush into it, and as you can see, like a lot of colour comes off really quickly. So the next shade I'm going in with is just this here bright orange colour, and it's in the shade Tiger. I'm just going in now with kind of a slightly thinner tapered brush, and I'm just going to apply that into the lower part of my crease. So I'm not going as high as what I went up above before, just because I don't want it to kind of mush into one thing. I want there to kind of be more of a transition between the colours. So for this bit here, you kind of have to take your time a wee bit more, and you don't want to be going as like messy and rough with it, because if you frig this up, it's kind of harder then to get that nice transition of colours. So next of all, I'm just going to go back with that shade Marbs because I want my transition to go a wee bit higher than what it actually is going. So see, when you're ever doing makeup, don't ever be like scared that like crap, my transition isn't right at the very start. You can go back and fix it, just kind of go slowly and be gentle with it. Also as well, don't be afraid to like kind of drag it down past where your eyelid actually goes, because it's not going to like, it's going to look stupid at the minute, but it's going to be wiped away when you go in with your foundation and things. And I'm just going again with that, and I'm going under the eyes, and I kind of am taking it down a wee bit far, but I am going to clean it up with concealer afterwards. Makeup literally is, you look like a weirdo before you can actually look decent. So now when you're left kind of looking a wee bit mad, I'm just wanting to show you the hack. So I recently went and lost my petite crease brush, so it was basically like kind of a stubby brush that was quite hard and dense, so it was really good for like getting into the corner of your eye and different things. So what I have been doing, don't try this at home if you don't want to wreck your brushes, because there is a chance you could wreck your brush, just to let you know. But I get just a fluffy brush like this here. I don't really use it that often, just because I have a few of the exact same brush. I'm not really too bothered if I break it because it's not overly expensive to buy. What I literally do is put this wee hair tie on it, and I just push it up like this here onto the actual stem of the bristles. Now you gotta be careful you don't go too tight in here and start pulling it from there up. Get the wee band now and just cross it over again onto the brush, and just do it twice or a few times. You don't want it really, really tight. And then you kind of have to fiddle around with it for a second. But you're left basically with something like this here. So that's pretty much what my brush was like before. Quite dense, quite pointy wee brush. So I'm going to be going in now with a mixture of toffee and cocoa on my eyes. So I'm just packing that onto my eye. I'm not too bothered that it's like a really harsh line at the minute, because I will blend it out. That's the thing with makeup, you can literally do it messy and then take your blending brush and that will fix everything. So I'm going in here now, and this is with my Morphe Y16, and it's just like a really nice kind of wide brush, and I'm just using that to blend out what I've done already. And since I did do it so precise and packed on, it's going to blend out, but it's not going to lose the colour or the line I created there. Next I'm just going to go in with this bright pink colour, and I'm going to put it literally just at the very outer corner of my eye like this, and I'm going to kind of point it up, and then I'm going to go underneath it at the tightest point under my eye, like that there, and I'm going to connect that up onto it. Just because I do winged eyeliner, I always find that like it looks better if you don't do like circular eyes, you do even more pointed and going up, because it just flows into the wing a lot better. So see, I've just created that messy looking triangle going up. Now I'm just going to go back with my blending brush and I'm going to blend that out. You can see now that's just blending that out, so it's just kind of going up in the eye. So when I clean that up, it's going to be going like that, and it's going to be darker. Last shade I'm going to use in that eye is just going to go in with Cranberry. I won't lie, in this palette I do not use the smoky or the noir but much, because I don't really like really dark colours, and this would be as dark as I probably go. Use this in the outer third of my eye, because the whole point of this look is I don't want to be using many brushes, I don't want to be using many colours, I want to just do a quick handy kind of eye look. Left with something like that. So as you can see, it's going from the kind of lighter, and then near the end it's getting darker, a lot more focused in. So I'm just going in now with the spray I used at the very start, and this kind of wee tapered brush. This is actually a lip brush, but I'm just going to wet it, so I am with this here spray. I'm going to go in with this shade here, and this is called Rusty, and I'm just going to kind of cut my crease with that. So I'm not wanting like a real extreme, that's why I'm not going in with concealer or anything, but I'm just going to basically go from the start and use this here brush to go around the eye like that there. Clean up that eye, I'm just going in with my concealer, and I'm kind of starting down low to buff it out, and then I'm going to go up closer, because if you go too close to the eye at the very start, you find you completely sweep it away and it's a really harsh line where you kind of do want to be buffed out a wee bit more. So I'm just going to slowly work it up. And as you can see, that's just really helped to kind of clean it up, but it's also give like the nice kind of gradient between the colours, so it's not like really harsh lines. So just went on ahead here and I've done my eyebrows and my eyeliner. If you want to see how I do them, it hasn't changed. I will link videos down below on how I do both of them. So the foundation I'm using today is the Illamasqua Skin Base in shade 7. I literally bought this because of LMD, like, yeah. And I bought shade 7 because she said get shade 7. I absolutely love this here stuff. It is very like my number 7 one that I am, like this is my all-time favourite foundation. But I would say this one here is slightly heavier coverage, and it gives you like a much more, I don't know, blendable look and way more flawless looking. I still do love this one here, and it will always be my favourite foundation just because it's so good for your skin and it's nice and lets your skin breathe. But kind of for like a fancy or like a good occasion foundation, I will use now the Illamasqua one, but it is a lot more expensive and I would not use it for daily use just because it's not a whole lot different compared to my number 7 one. For lipstick, I'm going in with this here. This is like my favourite lip shade at the minute. It's basically like your lips but better, so it's just like a really nice nude colour. For contour, I'm going in with the palette again. I'm just going to use the shade Sculpt, and these here Real Technique brushes fit into these like wee pans really nicely. So I'm just going to literally kind of dot that down my cheek at the minute. And then I'm going to go in with my foundation brush just because I really like a good buffed out contour. Blusher, I'm going in with the peachy one on this one here. This is literally like a dupe for the Bperfect Crowtastic, only it is crazy pigmented. Like I put a wee bit on my cheeks and like literally like so much, and you have to then blend it out. Get my foundation brush to pat it in just so I'm not like crazy looking. Now for highlighter, I'm going in, and this is the highlight colour you're meant to use, but if I can show you here, literally just go like that across it. But then I just am lightly kind of putting that highlighter on because I don't want to be too disco ball looking. The inner corner of my eye, I'm just going in for this shade Beam, and I'm using my wee brush again. I cleaned it slightly there, so I did. It is pretty badly stained, but just to give that nice pop of colour in the eyes, and this fits perfectly too. That's why I love doing this to brushes. It's not good for them probably, but it just makes them so versatile, and you can use like the same brush for doing different things because it just fits perfectly into the inner corner of your eye there. This is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Give me a big thumbs up if you did. Do not forget to subscribe as well, because every subscription literally means so much to me, because I want to get to 2,000 as fast as I can, and you have no idea when you do subscribe or you do like how much it actually does mean to me. But I do hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye!